Hi everybody, good morning and welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, I'm Stephanie and I do a weekly crystal card and oracle card reading just to provide some guidance for the energy of each week. So this week we are working on the energy of March 25th through the 31st. Let me make sure that's correct. Yeah, Sunday the 25th, then through Saturday the 31st. So I'll start with the crystal card, and this week I'm using crystal deck number 6, and these are available at healingcrystals.com. Let's see what card pops out for the energy of this week. There's a little bit of a glare there. So the one that pops out for me is blue kyanite, which is actually one of my favorite crystals. Specifically blue kyanite, will work really well with your throat and third eye chakras, but any form of kyanite is going to be great for simultaneously balancing and helping heal all of the chakras at one time. So it's got a really neat sort of striated texture. If you're familiar with selenite, it's kind of the same structure as that, where it's sort of thread-like. And it's just a beautiful stone. So throat and third eye chakra specifically, but you can use it for all the chakras. Its 3 keywords are communication, psychic ability, and balance. There's a picture of it for you. And then the mantra you can work with this week for blue kyanite is, I easily receive all forms of communication that are for the highest good. So I don't remember exactly what cards came up last week, but I believe it was a lot to do with sort of communication. So let's see what comes out in the oracle card this week. And this week I'm going to use the magical messages from the fairies deck, which I think just has a lot of nice springtime energy, and we're getting into that time of year. So let's see what pops up. So the one that pops out is Whom Do You Need to Forgive, which is sort of a communication card. So because these are the things we play through in our head over and over and over. This person shouldn't have done this to me. This person should have done this for me. So even if you don't think of these things as like huge grievances that you need to forgive, if you're doing a lot of shoulding, then you need to work on forgiveness. Even if it is forgiving yourself or forgiving your own thought patterns, or just forgiving, doing a mass forgiveness and forgiving everything. And that's sometimes easier to do than working through each individual little thing you have with each person, is just to say, I'm not gonna harbor the energies of resentment and anger anymore. I'm going to do a mass forgiveness, and I'm just going to let go of all of that energy and start fresh. So that's huge as far as communication, even if you're just sitting around talking to yourself, which a lot of forgiveness work involves. So whom do you need to forgive? It says, as you release old anger or resentment, you will find that your wishes will come true, which is true. You can't manifest what you want when you're in a state of the lower vibration energies like anger, grief, resentment, that sort of thing. So if you do, if you want to do specific forgiveness work, that's great. Like if you have a very specific thing that you feel someone has done to you, or you have done to someone else and you need to forgive yourself, write that down, burn it, let go of it. That's great. But if it's just that you want to get rid of those energies, that's even easier. So you don't have to be specific. You just decide that you are no longer going to work with the energies of whatever resonates with you. I say anger, grief, resentment because those are sort of the lower energies that come up a lot in readings that I do. But whatever lower energies resonate with you, whatever you feel that you're harboring or hanging on to, these can be things you did, things, you wish you would have done differently with your parents, things you wish you would have done differently with your children, with, ex-husbands, ex-wives, past relationships. If you were supposed to still be there, or if you were supposed to be there now, you would be. So you're exactly where you're supposed to be. So you can go ahead and forgive yourself for anything you think you've done, because you're exactly where you are supposed to be. So go ahead, and if you want to just work on forgiveness in general, you can just release the energies that don't resonate with you just by saying, I release the energies of anger, grief, resentment. These energies are not in my highest good. I release them to be transmuted by the universe, and then just sort of picture everything lifting out of your body into white light, dissolving into dust, blowing away, however you want to picture it, but it's gone. And then just sit for a few minutes and fill your body with white light and go on about your day. It's not difficult unless you keep rehashing things with the shoulds. So, maybe this week, as far as the communication, work on removing that language from your vocabulary. Instead of, I should be doing this, or this person should have done that for me. Work with what is, because what should be, or what you think should be, is not what is. And we really only have the energy of what is, and we'll all be much happier if we learn to work with what is. And if we all remember that we are exactly where we're supposed to be right now. So that is your message for this week. I hope you find it helpful, and I will see you all again soon.